Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something special. I'm going to be showing off 3 Greenlight Collectible Gold Prototype First Shot pieces. Now, a while back I did show off I had gotten the Javelin and kind of posted if anyone would like to see it. Didn't really get too many responses, but I ended up getting 2 more, so I was like, you know what, figure let's do a video on it. So these are the test shot cars that Greenlight produced in 08, 09 to basically show off the almost finished product of what was coming out that in the 09 year. So the numbers are going to be for these. Stop focusing. These are going to be the GL047 1971 through 73 or AMC Javelin. This is the 73 design. Then we've got the GL046, the 70 through 71 Dodge Challenger. This is the 71 design. And we've got the GL035 1968 through 72 Chevy C10 pickup. This is a 69 or 70 model design. Now, what these were test pieces that, like I said, that were basically used to show off how far the progress of the casting was going with tooling, any accessories, whatnot. Now, before I get showing them off, I got to put on the special white gloves like some other hype man likes to do. These now are not gardening gloves, but I mean, they will do for what I need them to do. Right? Right. Okay, first we'll take a look at the GL047 1971 to 73 Javelin. This is the 73 design, as you can see from the rear taillights. If I can get focused, there you go. From the rear taillights, these are the quad taillights. These are not the solid horizontal rectangle designs. And this one is pretty cool because it has the roll cage accessory or the interior, which was never featured on the 73 model. This was, I think, only on the 71 and 72 for the Donahue racing car. So that is cool, or it's kind of interesting. They were testing a roll cage that would never be used on this particular model year. Now on the bottom we have the copyright Greenlight, copyright the 2008, and made in China. This one was uh, either approved or at least reviewed on 3/17/09. Now unfortunately this one is missing the rear spoiler. It had one at one point, but it has broken off. That's just due to the handling of these cars. These are just basically test pieces. They were really thinking of taking care of them, because eventually a lot of these things probably got thrown away uh, or stashed into a box, probably at Greenlight headquarters, where eventually they'd be resold years down the road at Diecast Pub in Indianapolis near their headquarters. And then someone turns around and sells them on eBay, which is just where I got these cars. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And the engine is not detailed on these at all, or on this one at all, because you wouldn't need to, or not wouldn't paint these anyway, because they're not really going to be seen too much. Focus, please. Focus. There we go. Well, I did that. And next we have the GL what was it, 046, the 70 through 71 Dodge Challenger. See by the front grille and taillights. And some of you might pick up on it. It is got the wrong facing spoiler. Spoiler is facing the wrong direction, which once again, that's part of the course for these cars. They just kind of slapped on the pieces just to see if things fit. This kind of fits, but even though it's the wrong way, that could have been maybe addressed later on down the road at a meeting. Is, hey, we like the Charger, but our Challenger, but keep in mind that these spoilers supposed to face a certain direction. This one was looked on at 9409. This one has a blank base, so this is probably the early rough stage of this model before they had everything kind of buttoned down to being ready for the 09 or 2010 release. This one has an opening hood. Engine is once again not painted, just kind of sitting there. which is pretty cool. That's a little rough around the edges, but then again, like I said, these are prototypes, test shots, so they're not designed to be exactly perfect. And next up, we have the GL035 1968 through 72 Chevy C10 pickup. This is either the 69 or 69 or 70 model from the grill. From what I can see, Greenlight kind of bounced back and forth between 69 and 70 on this grill design. I think that's also with the Chevy, the actual trucks. I'm not too much of an expert on the older trucks, so if you have any corrections, please leave them down below. Now, what's cool about this one is it has the original or one of the test camper shells. Later on, they would put some lines above and below the windows and in the middle of the window, just outside it, so it could have like some detail. It's kind of plain, but I think I like the plain look a little bit better than what was eventually put on the trucks. Ooh, that have damage. It's not really held into secure. There are no casting markings, no date codes. Ooh, no. I'm just throwing this all over the place, ain't I? There's no date codes, no nothing that really says when this bed was made. See, it is pretty much as it was be released in the public eye, except for the tailpipes, which I do believe are cut down. Now this one is from 4/28/09. This one does have the Greenlight copyright 2008 or 2009 and made in China. Yeah, 2009. Now compared to a production version of the truck, which uses the same chassis, as you can see, pretty much the same chassis, not too much difference. I don't have a Javelin or Challenger, so I really can't do side by side with those just yet. But you can see how the exhaust pipes were trimmed down a significant bit. Either that's extra metal or they just figured it was just a little bit too long. Actually, now looking at it, the base is also a little bit different from where I never really noticed it. That the where the rear transmit or not transmission, the rear axle and ladder bar suspension is sitting. It was actually done lower on this truck, and they actually beefed it up on the production model. So that I just now noticed, which is pretty cool. I did not notice that before. But you see, there is the stampings for the model numbers. That's pretty cool. I didn't even notice that before. Sorry, just kind of blew my mind. I've been looking at these things. I've done a couple of takes on this video. So say they actually did. You can see there are improvements to do over the time of these vehicles. And I think it was pretty good that they decided to do the exhaust pipes a little bit shorter, because I can just see maybe in a packaging, that clamshell going over these would probably stick onto it, get cut, or someone not paying attention. Maybe these are for 14 up. Someone could not be paying attention. They grab the thing and stab their fingers. So yeah, but it's just cool to see how the evolution of these prototypes or these vehicles have become. So I wish I had the other models to do better side by side, but I don't, unfortunately. It's interesting. I said this is how they used to do it according to my contact, and now from the previous video, they kind of just look like this now. They just come out in a raw form, no paint. Maybe there's one less step they got to take care of. I mean, if it looks good as Zamac, they can go ahead and produce them. Of course, this is one of the ones that's uh, unspun, which is interesting. How later on some of these models they would, like especially on the new modern cars, they would just kind of mold in, like the truck, mold in the grill, or not mold in, but have the grill and bumpers as separate pieces, so that way, since this truck hasn't really changed in the last few years, except for the grill and bumpers, they can just swap out the grill and bumper, but leave the same body. Unlike this one, where they did have to change the tooling to accommodate for the different models, because you could see if I can get these things to focus right. Yeah, so they did not. This one has like the bow tie, the production. This model of the truck, which is the 68 variant, has the bow tie molded into the grill with the lower turn signals. This one doesn't have the bow tie and has turn signals inside the grill. So yeah, that is a look at my gold pre-production cars. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry it went a little bit longer than I planned on it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment down below if you'd like the video. Please give it a thumbs up. That helps. Even though I'm not one to do all the hoo-ha speech of like, share, subscribe, stuff like that, but it does help down the road. I am trying to build this channel back up, even though I know I kind of miss a few days. It just kind of takes. It's kind of hard to really find stuff to talk about since everybody um, gets stuff before me. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.